Today, we will discuss a new policy which has been promoted by the Greater Noida Authority, which says that buyers will have to register their apartments on payment of 10% at the time of booking. So, this new policy is going to bring a lot of changes into the real estate sector in this part of the country. And what are its merits, demerits, challenges, and what impact it will have on the state of our real estate in this part of the country is what we will discuss today. So, Sachin, have you heard about this new policy?
Yeah, I recently read this article in Times of India and even in ET Realty. So it was earlier been done in Mumbai and Pune and these kind of cities, but I don't know how this is going to come in Noida or Greater Noida area, because especially when we talk about Greater Noida, so it is a lease property as far as we know. तो लीज प्रॉपर्टी में सबसे पहले अथॉरिटी के ड्यूज क्लियर होना, एंड आफ्टर दैट अथॉरिटी जो प्रॉपर अभी तक स्टैंडर्ड चल रहा था कि कस्टमर पूरी डेवलपर को पेमेंट करता था और उसके बाद ही रजिस्ट्री एग्जीक्यूट होती थी, और जब भी वो रीसेल करता था तो उस केस में टीएम भी लगता था. बट आफ्टर दिस पॉलिसी आई डोंट नो हाउ दिस इज गोइंग टू शेप अप. अगर इनिशियल बुकिंग के बाद क्लाइंट सेल करता है तो क्या होगा?
See, what we need to understand is how Noida, Greater Noida, Yamuna is different from the rest of the country is that primarily these are all leasehold properties, leased to you for about 90 years, and the transfer process is also slightly different from the rest of the country. Here you cannot get a registry done directly from a buyer. You will have to first get it transferred from the authority, the concerned authority, whether it's Yamuna Expressway Authority, Greater Noida Authority, or the Noida Authority, and then the registration process happens. And there is a charge of about 5% which the authority takes as transfer charges, which is GST applicable also, and there is a 6 to 7% charge of registry also, depending on which part of the area that you are registering. So there is an additional charge of about 10 to 12% which the buyer will have to bear on this account. So there are a lot of challenges that I foresee, but first let's discuss about the good parts of it. The good part is that we will have more end users buying apartments or plots. Right now we see a lot of investors who want to get into the property at the initial stage, make a certain amount of payment, and then an intention to sell at some profit during the life cycle of the project before it is delivered.
So initial flipping will not be happening.
Absolutely. So we will see a lot of those kind of investors not getting into these properties, which will have positive effects like stabilization of the pricing of the market. We will see more end user activity and less where we see fake pricing coming into the market.
जो शॉर्ट टर्म गेन्स वाले जो इन्वेस्टर्स होते थे, स्पेशली जहां स्पेशल पेमेंट प्लान्स के साथ जो डेवलपर्स की प्रॉपर्टीज लॉन्च हो रही हैं, तो उस केस में अब शायद उतना अट्रैक्टिव नहीं रहेगा इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए. सर
हाँ, अगर हमारे को 7% इनिशियल अपफ्रंट देना पड़े और उसके बाद एक तरह से जो बायर है वो लॉक इन हो जाता है प्रॉपर्टी के साथ टिल द लाइफ साइकिल ऑफ द डिलीवरी, तो दैट विल बिकम वेरी वेरी लेस. But the good thing is that the buyer will get a legal right to his property at the time of booking itself. So that is a positive for the buyer. But at the same time, a challenge for the developer. Because what happens is that if the buyer makes a certain amount of payment, say he pays 50%, and then he wants to cancel, as per RERA, the developer can charge a 10% cancellation fee and refund his money. But in this case, even if he gets a refund from the builder, what will happen to the 7% which is given as registration charges? So we are not clear whether there is a refund mechanism by the government on this issue.
जैसे सर नॉर्मली इनिशियल बुकिंग जो करते हैं कस्टमर किसी भी डेवलपर के यहाँ, सो GST इज देयर. सो इफ यू कैंसिल अपार्टमेंट योर GST इज डिडक्टेड. सो आई पर्सनली फील कि अगर ये मतलब अगर ऐसी कोई पॉलिसी आती है तो मुझे लगता है रजिस्ट्री का अमाउंट विल बी अ लॉस टू द कस्टमर ओनली.
रजिस्ट्री प्लस GST दोनों लॉस हो जाएगा, प्लस अगर उसने बीच प्रोजेक्ट में अपना बेचा तो उसको एक ट्रांसफर मेमोरेंडम की कॉस्ट बायर को और ऐड हो जाएगी.
सो इन दैट केस वी विल सी मोर ऑफ एक्चुअल यूजर्स इंस्टेड ऑफ अ लॉट ऑफ इन्वेस्टर्स गेटिंग इनटू एनी particular project.
Correct, but it will also increase litigation and disputes with the builder also, because once the property is registered in the buyer's name and the buyer cancels his allotment with the builder, getting back the apartment after the registry is done is a very complicated process.
And in fact, those kind of cases where the buyer is not actually making the regular payment, so in that case, builder ko cancellation will be a very difficult
issue, because he cannot claim his apartment back since it is already registered in the name of the buyer.
Right.
So these issues need to be discussed between the authority, the buyers, and the state government to resolve all these issues surrounding this new policy.
Right. स्पेशली सर, अगर हम डेवलपर की तरह से बात करें तो डेवलपर्स को इस तरीके की पॉलिसी आने के बाद मुझे लगता है सेल्स में भी बहुत प्रॉब्लम होने वाली है, एंड सेल्स के बाद वाला जो कलेक्शन प्रोसेस है या डिफॉल्ट प्रोसेस है, सो दैट विल बी अफेक्टेड.
डेफिनेटली ऐसा लगता है कि इस पॉलिसी के बाद कुछ स्लो डाउन आएगा इस सेक्टर में, because this is a new cost that has been added to the transaction, and it will take time for the market to absorb it. So our real estate sector is already going through a small slowdown, and this will further slow it down in the coming months if this is implemented without any solutions to all the problems that we foresee.
And in fact, नोएडा में we have seen lot of projects, especially पिछले 10 साल में हम लोगों ने काफ़ी ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट देखे जो किसी वजह से रुक गए या कैंसिल हुए इनकी लैंड, या डेवलपर्स डिफॉल्ट कर गए, बहुत अच्छे से कंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं कर पाए. तो वहाँ अभी जो करंट सिनेरियो है उस केस में तो कस्टमर का सिर्फ पैसा ही बचा है. अभी रजिस्ट्री का अमाउंट भी चला जाएगा, जीएसटी तो पहले मतलब बेसिक प्राइस के साथ जीएसटी तो पे ही करके ही बैठा था कस्टमर. अभी रजिस्ट्री का अमाउंट भी अगर चला गया तो मतलब he'll be much more in a difficult position.
Yes, and we also don't know if the project goes into an NCLT process, that what will be the impact, and how will the IRP handle such cases. And the biggest impact will be, I think, on the NRI investment.
Yes.
Because registration requires the person to be physically present here at the time of registration. So right now, the people sitting outside of India, they make online bookings, transfer money online, and wait for the project to get completed. Now they will have to come here physically to get a registration done. So that is also one disincentive for people to invest in under construction projects.
I think before implementing this kind of policy, government should look at how this registration can be done online, or instead of charging the complete 7%, 1% court fees and 6% stamp duty, token amount can be taken as a partial registration kind of thing. So I personally feel that will be a better approach.
Yes, it will be, and definitely I feel the authority needs to sit down with all the stakeholders, anticipate all the problems that this could create, and find a solution to everything before they actually implement this policy.
So जैसे सर यमुना अथॉरिटी के केस में हमने देखा कि यमुना अथॉरिटी ने जो प्लॉट सेल किए थे, अगर ऐसी पॉलिसी कल यमुना अथॉरिटी या इम्प्लीमेंट करती है तो उस केस में तो प्रॉब्लम बहुत बढ़ जाएगी. अथॉरिटी तो अभी तक सारे प्लॉट्स की रजिस्ट्री नहीं कर पाई है, मतलब ठीक है काफ़ी पोर्शन की हो गई है, बट अभी भी ऐसे यमुना में प्लॉट्स हैं जो अथॉरिटी ने अलॉट किए हैं, अभी उनकी रजिस्ट्रेशन शुरू नहीं हुआ है.
करेक्ट. सो अथॉरिटी टेक्निकली उस टाइम पे बेच देती है जब वो पूरा फिजिकल पोजेशन उस लैंड का है नहीं.
राइट.
तो अगर रजिस्ट्री हो गई और बाद में किसी वजह से वो लैंड नहीं आया, so that also will create a huge amount of legal issues for the authority, for the buyer, and for the people whose land is being acquired. So this will create a legal mess. So to avoid this, a clear-cut, solution has to be found before we actually start this policy.
But bankers will be very happy with this kind of decision.
Yes, they will be technically, but what use is a registry if you are not able to, actually get possession of the piece of land or the apartment which is not finished.
Right. So, matlab, if we talk the entire summary of this decision, so what comes is that there are a lot of grey areas in this policy as of now.
Correct, and the authority will also face a lot of challenges legally, financially, and the buyers will also initially face a lot of problems. Developers will also face a lot of problems. So I think there has to be a very comprehensive solution in place before it is implemented. That will then produce a very positive effect in the long term.
If you talk about Greater Noida only, तो ग्रेटर नोएडा में पूरा नोएडा एक्सटेंशन, ग्रेटर नोएडा तो बहुत बड़ा सेक्शन है, मतलब आई पर्सनली फील कि नोएडा एक्सटेंशन की प्रॉपर्टीज की बात करें तो इट्स अ ह्यूज चंक ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी.
Oh, and all the new launches are happening in the Noida extension area. So the primary effect will be on the Noida extension. And I feel that Greater Noida Authority will not take this implementation in isolation. Ultimately, Noida Authority and the Yamuna Expressway Authority will also be a part of it. So this whole area is going to be impacted.
राइट. सो थैंक यू सर फॉर दिस डिस्कशन. और अगर हमारे व्यूअर्स को भी कोई और क्वेश्चंस है इस पॉलिसी से रिलेटेड, और इफ यू वांट टू नो मोर और डिस्कस ऑन दिस पॉइंट, you can reach us, you can comment on the link. Thank you.